All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And welcome back to another day with Atzel. Your host, Atzel, and our co-host, Patronus.
Hi, everybody.
Just a friendly reminder, I'm in Texas, and Patronus is in Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago. Yes.
So I know you guys missed us last weekend. We were just busy. We're just gonna be honest, we were just busy.
Dealing with life. Y'all
Dealing
know
with
what that
life,
is.
priorities and stuff like that. But this time we are prepared, and I'm hoping you guys like this topic.
I'm sorry.
So
Are you trying to say that we weren't prepared before?
no, we're always prepared.
Okay,
Always.
so I'll just say because you said this. Like,
Also, thank you for those who are continuing staying interested in the YouTube channel, A Day with Atzel. Appreciate all the likes, the love, the comments, and the shares. Love you all. Thank you. Remember, please follow me on social media. I'm also on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Okay. Yes.
you on Facebook?
What's a like page?
Oh, he has a like page.
So yeah, and spread it, please. Spread the love. Share it to all your
Let's
people.
say, please be specific about what we're spreading here.
Right, exactly. Remember, we're sharing the channel A Day with Atzel. I cannot with you.
I'm just making sure. Like, what are we spreading? Hello.
All right, so before we get right into it, so gotta always check in on each other. So Patronus, how are you doing today?
I'm actually great today. Yeah, last week was pretty bad. I was just, like I said, dealing with life. This week, the sun is shining. There's no snow. There is snow on the ground, but the sun is shining. Yes. How about yourself?
I'm doing really good. There's no snow over here, even though we did have like a winter storm.
They don't even know what winter is, people.
It was just ice everywhere, guys. Just ice everywhere. But I risked my life. So I went.
We laugh at them.
Yeah, but it's nothing over here. We had power, so we were glad for that. But no, like I said, it's been a crazy week with work and everything, and I'm kind of glad that now we're getting back to the groove of things. I'm still going to the gym just to get you guys updated. I'm still going. I haven't weighed myself yet. I don't want to do it too soon, so I might weigh myself at the end of each month and then go from there. And I've been also watching what I've been eating and stuff like that. And let's just say the gym has been kicking my butt because I have been throwing up for nonstop. And
that's vomiting for those technical terms that y'all
yeah,
know.
it's like it's just I push through, and I guess I go in too hard, and then
he pushes through, and he's going too hard, but he keeps going.
Yeah.
He's like, no, gotta get that.
And then tomorrow's another day. So
yes. And I've been continuing with my exercises too, in case you were wondering. I do feel a little bit more, what's the word I want to say? Energetic. Yes, I feel more energetic. So I think it's working. It feels like it's working, at least to me, because my energy levels have been rising. Yay. So let's continue. And no, I don't weigh myself. I'm scared to weigh myself. I think if I weigh myself, it's gonna like make me feel like, well, I didn't do it. And what's wrong? It's like, no, it takes time. And that's why I'm letting the time go. And I just continue with the process. So for all our other people who are trying to, whatever they're trying to do with themselves, it's a process. It takes time. Give it that time it needs.
That's the thing. And I'm glad that you brought that up because that's what we did our research on. And it said it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. Nope. So it's going to take time. You have the whole year. But I know people go hard when they have like things going on, like a wedding or a birthday celebration or something. No. They go crazy to meet this goal, which maybe it is possible, but then I also feel that's just too much pressure on you. Like if you're trying to fit to something, just do it on your own.
Do the strut. And you're like,
Right. Just do it on your own terms and let it come naturally. Like you'll start seeing
the results.
results, within a month. I would say within a month. If you've been pretty good, you should see stuff within a month. But even after 3 days, you should even feel better about yourself, like your complexion, your mood, and like stuff like that. You'll start noticing.
Yes, because exercise builds endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people don't kill their significant others.
Disclaimer.
I love me some Elle Woods. I can't speak for nobody else.
Oh my God. Oh, and by the way, happy Valentine's weekend to everyone, to my singles, to my couples, to non-couples, we love you all. Happy Valentine's Day. We're showing the love.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Yes, spread the love. It's with a friend, if it's with your partner,
with yourself, love yourself,
or with yourself, it doesn't matter. Spread the
love
love.
your partner,
It's fine to go to the movies by yourself for Valentine's weekend.
Sometimes
It's
you
fine
need
to
that.
go to eat by yourself.
Sometimes you need that too.
It's all part of you. Love
It's
yourself.
self-care.
Self-care. I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Self-love. It's
There you go.
self-love.
Self-love. Yes. So happy Valentine's to everyone, not to
Everyone.
a specific category. It's everyone.
Everyone deserves love.
Yes. Remember, we're here. It's a safe space. We love everyone.
We love you.
No matter all those different categories, we love all of y'all because you are beautiful.
Yes. You're beautiful.
To me.
I was going with the Christina Aguilera version, but okay.
You could tell that we have so much energy today. It's either I went to the gym, the coffee, or I don't know what, but
I'm drinking water. I can't speak to him.
All right. So enough about that. Let's get to what we came here for.
Let's get on to the topic.
All right. So our topic today is
drum roll, please.
Dating apps.
Dating apps?
Dating apps.
Okay, what about them?
So we did some research about dating apps. So
yes, we
yay or nay? Are dating apps still a thing, or are they meant for just hookups? Just being honest. I mean, I don't know because I'm in a committed relationship. So
okay, how you whispered that.
You have to. It's a topic.
It is a topic.
So you know me, Atzel the researcher. I have Googled and researched this topic in different types of capacity.
Come on, research master. Let's go.
So let's go. So the majority of relationships still begin offline. Of course, we begin offline. 15% of American adults say they've used a dating app, and 5% American adults who are in marriages or serious committed relationships say that those relationships begin in an app.
Really? Interesting.
15%.
More than I thought, to be honest with you.
Well, that's the crazy thing. I thought it was going to be actually more than 15%. So I was kind of like that it was going to be less.
You know what? Did you do research to find out like when it all started, like to pick up? Because I know it became more prevalent because of the pandemic. But what about pre-pandemic?
That's a good. Oh, see, I should have. That's a.
You know what we could do? You could just follow up and put it in the comments. He'll put it in the comments, people.
I will look that up and put it in the description box.
There you go. Thank you.
All right. So, what is the success rate of dating apps? Let's see. So, according to a 2019 study, almost half of U.S. online users had met to know someone who had met a romantic partner via a dating website or an app. By the end of that year, around 77% of adult online users reported having gone on a date with someone they had met online. I guess I would say that's kind of accurate. Like, I think 77% is a good.
Yeah, I would say so too. Because the other, what, 27% probably met the people via somebody else
Yeah.
or in
Mhm.
passing.
All right. So some other things that came up. So online dating appears to be a practical way to date for most people. According to a study, roughly 60% of participants have a positive experience with dating platforms. Now, I wasn't expecting this to be really high because due to conversations or what I've heard from other people, some people don't really have a lot of good luck with dating apps because they lead to
Being one of them.
other things.
Instead of
We
dating.
don't talk about Bruno. No. Sorry. Anyways, so and this was in 2021. So 60% of participants. So I mean, I feel like that's high if that was in the year of 2021.
Mhm. And that was when the pandemic had really hit.
And yeah, this was in May when it was posted in 2020.
Right. That makes sense.
Um, let's see. Are dating apps a waste of time?
Mhm.
Entirely, the app you're using isn't quality. Don't waste your time with a dating app or a website that consistently gets it wrong.
How do you
If
know when
they,
they get it wrong?
if they say they're looking for a long-term relationship on one app, but they're down to hook up on another, save yourself from trouble and run in the other direction the fastest way you can. You know
That makes
what?
no
If you gotta
sense, though.
swim, you gotta swim. Okay.
But you know why that doesn't make any sense?
Why?
Because that means you're on both too.
Facts. No.
Uh, so the only way you would know that is if you were doing both at the same time as yours. Come on now, people. Just lose our
Nasty.
brains.
You nasty.
Mhm.
Like,
It's true. Come on. You get mad at
um,
me because I use my old noodles.
what percentage of relationships start on dating apps? 10 more than half of Americans, 54% say relationships that begin on a dating app are just as successful as those that begin in person. A smaller share of US adults, still about 4 in 10, oh, say these kinds of relationships are less successful than relationships that begin in person.
Mm,
And this was posted in 2020.
mm. Pre-pandemic. But I bet you those numbers changed dramatically in 2020.
Right, because that's interesting to see that because I mean, the way I met my partner was in person. So I didn't,
But y'all knew each other, kind of.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
We met through someone else, yeah.
See.
But see, that's the part that I kind of like is that, meeting somebody through somebody else or like someone setting you up with somebody instead of the whole like swipe right, swipe
Swipe
left,
left.
up,
Right.
down.
Spin it all around. Do the
What are
hokey
you here? What are
pokey.
you here for? Not for you,
Those
but
questions. It's so okay. We'll get into that when we get into the actual. Yeah, let's talk about this. But yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
so they put on here. So, what dating site has the highest success rate?
Is
So,
it eHarmony?
wow, look
Mm.
at you. eHarmony has the highest success rate. Which, um, if you're looking for a serious and long-term relationship with someone, the success rate is important to note. While it varies from people to from person to person, in case, eHarmony is a placeholder for the highest success rate. Now, I don't know anybody who's used eHarmony. I've just saw like commercials and all that stuff, and so I wouldn't know.
Well, I've used eHarmony. No, Obviously, because I'm still single, so I'm not. I just think I'm just a lot. That's what it is. They should have a dating app for people who are just a lot to handle and be like, can you handle all of this? I don't think they're ready for this jelly. It's
Mhm.
true. I'm just serious.
How long should you stay on a dating app? Oh, that's a good one.
Mm, that is a good question because I left
One,
from Harmony.
so 1 to 2 weeks
Really? That's
is,
it?
yeah, 1 to 2 weeks is like the optimum about of the time, according to Quinn, as it gives you time to get to know them, but not too much time that you overthink or the sparkle frizzles.
Mm. So then, how do you know when to move off the dating app?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's like, I kind of agree with this. You have that 1 to 2 weeks to get to know that
Mm.
person, on the
Enough where
app.
you want to talk to them off the app.
Yeah. So then
Okay.
that's, I guess, someone does the initiative. All right, let's kind of get your phone number. Can we set up that date? You
Right.
know, because I feel like now we're rushing to like do the date part, but you also got to see if there's a connection because you don't want to waste each other's time.
Right.
Um,
That makes sense.
so I would say 2 weeks max. Because that's how you're trying to get to know somebody.
Where were you guys at when I needed this yesterday? But okay, so what happens? And I'm just asking for a friend. So, what happens when you know that 1 to 2 week time period comes and you like, hey, so would you like to take this to a physical date or like, do you want to call each other on the phone instead of, messaging each other through this app? What happens when they say they either don't respond or they don't?
So, and honestly, I feel like that's gonna happen. And I feel like, you're not the only
Yes.
one that has gone through that. Then you just move on. Like, yeah, you gave all this time to this person for like 2 weeks.
Mhm.
But if they're
Yeah.
not willing to go on to the next step, then hey, you're just
Okay. It's been nice.
that's been nice, and you just move on because if that person really wanted to, or if it was just to talk, then you also have that open conversation too. Like, I feel like that's something that people don't ask in a relationship because they don't want to scare them off, but I feel it should be asked in the beginning, like, so what are you on this app for? What are you looking for? Are you looking for
You know
something?
what my problem with that is? I really don't know how to answer that question. Like, yeah, do I want a long-term relationship? Yes, that is ultimate goal. But I don't want to be like, well, I'm here looking for a long-term relationship. What about you? Because then the first thing they're gonna be like thinking is like you clingy or something. I ain't clingy. No.
No, and I think you should respond after. That's why you ask those questions. Like, if they're not going to
Mm,
do if they're not going to initiate those questions, then you should ask those questions,
okay.
because then that gives you an idea of, do you want to
Where their
pursue,
mindset
yeah, where
is.
their mindset at, and if you want to pursue this, not really pursue, but you want to try it for that deadline
That
of
one
two
to two
weeks
week. Mhm.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you don't want to limit yourself also, because you could also continue talking to other people and then ask those questions and then balance it out depending on how well the conversation goes with those 2 weeks.
Leaving myself open.
Mhm.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
open.
Mhm. Mhm. Uh-huh. Yeah.
As people spend more and more time online looking for love, they also become more likely to experience depression and anxiety. For dating apps in particular, the simple fact that you are evaluating other people's profile can impact self-esteem and
Yes.
confidence,
Yes.
and makes users feel objectified. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people who have got hurt because of this, or got, depressed or anxiety, or they're hurting themselves for what's a perfect profile pic for people to at least
Right.
swipe
I'm
right.
not gonna lie. I take horrible pictures. I do. Unless somebody takes it for me, I can never do it myself. I don't do self. I try. And then the other thing is, I don't never know what to put in the profile. So it's like, what do you say to make yourself more attractive or
And
attract the attention
and I
that
feel
you're
and I
looking
feel
for?
I feel like that's like, oh, that
I know it's subjective because it is.
no,
It's very subjective.
yeah, but I feel like that's just so complicated. Like, you're trying to figure out the best outfit to wear with this selfie,
Hmm.
the right lighting, the right angle.
Right.
Okay,
Like,
now I got that part. What
is
am I
this my
gonna
best side? Is this
right? What is
should
the
I give them
best
face?
tagline that I'm gonna
Right.
put
Oh,
for
I
people
hate those.
for people to swipe left, right, yes, nay, mo, what, Jesus, I don't know.
Right.
So that's too I feel like that's just too much pressure. Like, why is it so hard on
It's
a dating app?
complicated.
Like, they make it so complicated when back in the day we met people at bars, clubs, on the street,
Right. From
bumping,
friends.
passing, like from
But
friends.
again, this pandemic kind of hindered that a lot. And it's like, so how do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so,
But I also think in the dating apps, they also are making it harder for people to use dating apps because, oh, you got to sign up for this subscription. Oh,
yes.
you got to sign up for
Well,
this.
they
Oh,
got to get paid. I guess that's how you got to look at it. The business.
I-
That's the only thing. That's my only thing as the devil's advocate for that is because it's a business and they're trying to get paid. And I get and I understand that, but does it have to be so expensive? And does it have to be for like, I don't know. 'Cause you I don't know. It's too much. It
no,
is. It's too
and
much.
it is too much. And I mean, I agree that it could cause some serious damage, mentally, so that's why I was like, I feel when people say, oh, this guy, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, well, what did you do or what did you put on your profile? Like, and then I'm looking at it, I'm just like, you keep it changing. You can't always use the same thing over and over again.
And that's true because life is ever changing, but because I try not to use the same things over and over. But
It's just because you're like, because people are like, well, I worked so hard on this. I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, you like, people are changing,
constantly.
and they're trying to get attention this way. I'm like, why don't you just focus on just putting different pictures? You have one picture where portrait, whatever you want to call it. Then you
Right.
have another picture where it's something that you like to do. Maybe like you just reading a book, or you just
Oh.
out on life, looking at the
Mm.
Ferris wheel or something,
All I
or
can say is I hope these people who be having these dating apps is listening to this so they can be like, you know what, we need to use some of this information and fix
because I feel
our
like
dating apps.
we all, because not we, because I'm not on them, but
But
other
you know,
people, yeah, but other people just look at that one picture, and then I feel like you need to add a little bit if you're going to really be invested into this app or whatever it is. Add at least 4 to 5 photos. Your first one should be, of course, of
I agree.
your beautiful face.
I
um
agree.
and then a next picture should be something that you like to do. It could be you just sitting reading a book, or
Okay, I swear immediately following this, I'm gonna change my pictures on my dating
or if
apps.
you like, Marvel superheroes, add something like that,
Did I get super cheesy on that one? Like,
um and then add maybe something like your favorite food. You at a restaurant eating your favorite food, or you taking a picture or something like that. No, you have to be in it. Of course, you have to be in it.
right, not
You
just the
know,
food.
just the food. You have to be in it.
Give me outside.
Or maybe a place that you visit, or like, or you have a picture of you like
I've
visiting
been somewhere everywhere, so that would be nice. I've been to
Mexico,
London, Manchester,
or
Mexico. I've been there, Paris.
or Hogwarts. If you've been to
I
Hogwarts, there
did
you
go to
go.
Hogwarts. Yes.
So
It's
it's just
hard.
examples like that, so they get to see a little bit of you, and then the other photos you could just add other stuff that you want people to know
Mm.
about you. So then they kind of get an idea.
But they can be like, okay, so he's a superhero fan. He
Mhm.
loves Marvel, but he's not against DC. And they'll be like, oh, he loves Harry Potter too. So he's into the supernatural and the mysterious stuff. I like that. And they'd be like, oh, he likes to travel because he went to London and Paris and Mexico. So okay, and I went to the Keys and I like to do cruises. Yeah, and they'll see all of that. And I do have pictures from all of these places. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change all my pictures now on my dating apps. Thank you for that tip.
You're welcome. And I mean, I'm hoping everybody uses the tip. And I'm like, just don't focus on just that one, because I think people are focusing on that one and people are just moving on from it because it's not enough.
Well, okay, and then that's the thing. It's like the picture is what lures them in because the first, I think, line of attraction is physical. It can't be helped. And then it's what's in the profile itself.
Yeah,
That's
but at the same time, yeah, I know it's physical, but guys, we're in some type of century now. Like
22.
love is love. Like,
Is
we
it
need
though?
to know the person on a personal level. Like what you like
Yes.
about them characteristically, personally. That's what you want to fall in love with. Really, does all this have to,
Wait, let me get.
like really, oh, okay, this person was like, oh, look at those muscles. Yeah. Like what the, or oh, look at these. I don't have one, but look
I got a chest. Y'all need to see
you know,
all that though. I do have a
right.
chest.
Like, oh, look at the six pack, or look at,
Mhm.
these boobies are better than, like, what, like, sorry, they got lifted
I
since
got
I went to the
boobies.
gym, so.
Not by choice, but I got boobies.
um,
I actually like my boobies. That's weird.
but that's the thing. Well, I mean
Well, no, it's not. I kind of like that the guys like my, but it's still weird.
but the thing is, like, why does everything have to be about showing skin or showing, like, why don't you show who
Yes, I
you,
agree. It doesn't have to be about showing the skin. It needs to be more of a people.
like who are you? Who is Patronus? Who is Tom? Who is Brandy? Who is Josh? Who is, I'm just naming random people.
Right, I know, just random folks. But I get what you're saying. Just people. But no, you're right. People needing people.
I
But
feel like that
you're
was just
right.
like, oh, that person. I'm not saying it's not going to work out, or is it going to work out? You
But get
don't.
to know, at least try to get to know the person. And if you're not attracted to the person based off of their personality and their characteristics, then okay, that's fine, move on. That's what you're saying.
Right. Yeah. And I'm just letting you know, it's so you might get rejected, you might get hurt, but it's okay. You're gonna just move on.
Everybody gets rejected.
Yeah,
I
and
rejected a lot of people, and I've been
just
rejected a lot too.
and that's why I tell people, start the conversation before you move on to whatever, because you don't want to just keep continue wasting your time. Like, oh,
Right.
we matched, let's go on a date. Wait. At least do 2 weeks.
Get out my head.
Talk.
I got a message you. Let's date now.
Yeah.
Let's go
Let's
to the
2
bar.
weeks.
Okay.
Let's talk. Let's get to know each other, but also be open to other people you're talking with. Make sure you update your photos so people know a little bit more about you, because then you're putting yourself a little bit out there more than just that one photo. Because then that
He's
also gives,
terrifying
then
though.
that
I'm not
also
gonna lie.
gives you a talking thing, because then they might reach out, oh, so you're a Harry Potter fan, tell me
That's
more.
true. That is
you know
true.
oh, you went
Again,
to, or you
I
went
want to just
to
point out
the
though.
key, or you went to the Keys, how was
Right,
that?
that was fun. But no, but I just want to point out it does get terrifying after a while. It's like, you put yourself out there and then it's like no one's biting.
and that's
Or
and that's the thing, like, and that's the part where people get into their head when it gets to like that. You are the bigger person, and you're the one that's like, hold up, whoever you are up there, you leave me the hell alone, because I'm testing the waters and I'm liking the waters. It might be a little bit salty, but we're still rowing by. Okay, so leave me the hell alone.
oh, this is not the Dead Sea because it's very salty. It's so salty that nothing can really live there. That's why it's called the Dead Sea. And you said salty.
And we don't talk about Bruno. Next.